Let's play darts. Ooh. Hello, welcome back again. If you've returned, if it's your first time, evening or afternoon or morning. So today's a tough day. Today is going to be interesting because I've come in here cold. Usually I get a warm up in 5-10 minutes of throwing. We're in cold. I'm the Iceman today. I'm like Stone Cold Steve Samson or Stone Cold Samson Austin, whichever one you want to use. Right, so we're going to throw some more. Oh dear. Okay. I'll throw a few at the 20s, a few at the 19s, 18s, 17s. Every day. Just to get into it. And I'm going to be poorer, I will be honest. A 5-10 minute warm up and I'm in fairly decent shape to start training. But today, I'm in a bit of a rush, things going on. I've got to get it in. Some of the comments in the last few days is my shoulder movement is far less. And I haven't necessarily been trying to get my shoulder to move less, but I am getting my whole body to move less by just concentrating on this arm. It's just this arm movement. And if I feel my body like moving into it, I'm just reminding myself, Samson, that's not what you want. Right, what are we on here? 18s? We've done 18s, but okay. So then I could feel it on the first two. I was just pushing my body into it. I need to separate my arm from my body, really, in my mind. And it has been helping doing that. Because look now, if you take a minute to rewind or look back at old videos, or my first video from a few weeks ago, very much like a bit of a movement. Obviously, I'm exaggerating it, but there, and that makes me happy, even though the actual accuracy isn't ideal. So, yeah, right, let's throw a couple of bull. So all I'm trying to do really and concentrate on, and this is from people's comments, is first of all, I'm not a great player. I've just started. I'm 3 weeks in. A lot of you are early on, 3 weeks in, and everybody wants to hit that 180. But all the advice from all the good guys is concentrate on those doubles. However, some of the better advice I found has said, yeah, that's great, that's true. But if you can't throw a dart straight, then that's what you kind of need to practice first. So I'm trying to just concentrate at least on my line being straight. So if we go for this bull, all I'm doing is, obviously I am going for the bull, but my priority is that straight line. And look, it actually is paying off. And some people put some paper like this on the board and what have you. And then you can just fire in there, or you can get those little like the ones that highlight the trebles and block out everything else, that sort of stuff. But I'm concentrating on that line down. Like, we'll just go ahead again. And ideally, I want to improve my follow through. So they're the main things I'm concentrating on. But I guess the follow through, which I've always commented on, has been snatchy and poor, needs to be consistent. It's probably the least of my priorities at the moment. My priorities is just getting time in and training as much as I can, and this arm, just letting this arm separate from the body and almost be a separate entity. So let's go for some more trebles today, because I think it helps show how I'm getting on. And I have come in here cold, but not too bad at the moment. We'll take these. Hey! Right, where's me? I've lost the flight. Where's it gone? This guy hasn't got it. Oh, I'm just looking underneath this sofa that's here. Apologies for that. That's not very professional. But this is what it's all about, isn't it? Okay. You know, this is what you came to see, is some loser struggling to put his flights on his darts. Been to the gym this morning. The gymnasium. Met my friend Tony. Well, I didn't meet him, but he goes to the gym at the same time. Chelsea fan, he was very pleased with last night. Cole Palmer, my goodness. Hey! Straight though. That's not as straight as I'd like it. So yeah, Cole Palmer, phenomenal player. Phenomenal player. He's really come into his own this year and with Chelsea. He's the only player they've signed in about 10 years who's any good. We could say was a good signing. The last one, Thiago Silva. Although there are a couple of these young players, like that right back, who are decent, but I wouldn't classify them as a good signing yet. There you go. What do I know? Okay. Yeah, it's better, isn't it? It's better from a week ago. That's what we want. Progress every single week. And the only thing I can think of, apart from eating carrots, which has clearly helped my eyes, I got an eye test done 2 weeks ago. When I was 18 years old, I went to the opticians and got my eyes tested, and they told me I need glasses. And to be fair, when I was watching television, at times I felt myself squinting. So I did feel like my eyes weren't great. And the reason why it was quite important at the time is I wanted to get in the fire service. I wanted to be a fireman when I was 18. You need 20/20 vision. Now, my dad was a fireman and my grandfather was a fireman. So I felt that was the future for me. And yeah, the eye stuff put me off because I needed laser surgery. I wasn't against that, I just couldn't afford it. So that put to bed those dreams, but they gave me some glasses to wear. And yes, they made my eyes sharper, 100%. But did I need them? Because that's different. So I didn't wear them anymore. I mean, I did look like a nerd as well, which doesn't take much with a face like this. And yeah, we're just going to throw today. We're just going to throw and chat, I think. We're going to practice these straight lines. So it wasn't, that's poor. Wow, there are 3 really bad ones. Never mind. Let's switch up. Let's go down to some 19s. Some 19s practice. So I avoided the opticians for a decade, maybe longer. In fact, yeah, it's longer. It's about 20 years almost. And then I went back last week. A lady accosted me in the street who obviously worked for Specsavers and said, "Will you come in? £20 eye opticians?" And I said, "Right, I'll do it. I'll do it." And I went. And they said my eyes are fine. Even though when I was a young, fresh, in my prime, young, healthy male, the age of 18, this old, withering, elderly man is got better eyes than he did then. Now, I'm not saying it's those carrots. But, yeah, it's not the carrots. However, my eyes have improved since I was a young man. How was that the case? Well, having known that my eyes weren't great, I looked into what can you make your eyes better? And you can. But the one thing they don't tell you, and this is the whole problem, oh gosh, with the health industry or the medical industry is, and NHS and all hospitals around the world do this, is it's all about treating the problem rather than preventative measures. So they don't tell you this, but I looked up, we live now in a time where we play darts? If you're not playing darts, you're probably on your phone or watching TV, or in an office on your computer, or you might be on your building site, or you might be a tradie and you're stuck inside a lot maybe, and you're not looking long distances. Think about our tribal ancestors, where we evolved from for a million years. They're looking onto the horizon all the time. They're looking far away. They're looking at if the enemy's coming, or if there's a wildebeest with their name on it that they can eat, or a woolly mammoth. So they're looking constantly in the distance. So when I go out and I drive, or I go for a walk, I will try my best. Whenever there's a distance to look into, I will look into the distance, which is why I look there gormless. But I knew my eyes weren't worse because, well, I guess you know if they're worse, you can't see things. But for them to say, yeah, you've got fine eyes all of a sudden, made me think, what, there's something in that, because I've always thought about that. It's not something I do every day, but I just consciously was aware of it. So there you go. I don't think it's going to help your darts much, but there you go. Little story there. Okay, I thought I was going to go down to the 19s. Now, I've hit that tops a couple of times today. No intention of hitting it. I was trying to hit the 60, so I would have told you. So don't praise me for that. Let's go to these 19s. That one was poor throw. That was as well. Yeah, so I'm just trying to get consistent with my throwing. I don't necessarily care, unless I'm hitting doubles and I'm really trying to hit those doubles. When I'm throwing at the moment, I'm trying obviously to hit certain areas like 19 and stuff, but even if I miss those 19s and I throw it how I want to throw it, as in I lift the arm up, I've got locked in on where I want to throw it, I release it without my body getting involved too much, and I follow through to some degree, that is ticking all the boxes. And if I can do 3 of those, big win. And usually if you do those things, it does actually turn out to be a better shot. We'll see. Yeah, I guess it's just going to be slowly but surely, because even in 2 weeks, my body is just so much less involved in these throwing. Right, let's go up to some 18s. Getting there, slowly but surely. Going to go play paddleball tonight. Never played paddleball. It sounds extremely posh, almost as posh as me. However, never played it before. Would you, anybody played it? Any advice? Never played. I'm playing with a friend of mine, Mr. Simon Lane. He's very good at squash and golf, and I guess these sort of hand-eye racket sports and things. So, any advice? I don't even know what it is. I think you get a paddle, like a wooden thing that, I don't know, really. Looks like something you cut your bread on, a breadboard. And I don't even know what type of ball it is. So it's all going to be interesting, a mystery tonight. The reason we're doing that, I saw pickleball. I keep hearing about pickleball. So I sent around my friends and said, has anybody played pickleball? Because there's some pickleball courts local here, all of a sudden. And they said, no, I'll be up for that. And then somebody said, let's play paddle ball or something. So that's what we're doing. Tonight. So that's why I'm getting this out nice and early. Getting some minutes in. I haven't had a coffee this morning either. So I'm in a good position here, apart from not having a warm up. Right, let's go for some ball. There we go, baby. Read it and weep, yeah? Right on the eye. Because the only darts I've ever played before this was the odd game, bad follow through, was with friends after a few pints. Or we go around the house, they've got a little end of garden man cave of some description, and play some darts in there. When I play them this summer, or whenever we play next, because I haven't told anybody really about this channel. I don't think anybody who actually knows me watches this. So they're going to be really, hopefully they'll be really, wow, you're playing well tonight. Never seen you play like this before. In a month's time, if I'm going on this level of improvement, like at the moment, I'm not sure if you could tell the difference between me and some other person who doesn't play very often. But I think I'm getting there. I really do. And there's going to be ups and downs. That's all right. Right, let's go for this 19s. Treble 19. Right, let's go through some doubles. Let's finish off with some doubles here. Okay, let's go for double 1. Ooh la la. Because I think most of the hours I'm going to be putting on the board will be heavily weighted towards doubles. It's the most consistent advice I've been given from people who have been around the block. There it is. Double 1. Samson. Second leg. Game on! Oh. Better. There we go. Onto those 3s. I saw somebody post up on the Facebook group about, they did all their doubles and how many attempts it took. You can do that on the dart counter app. You go around the clock on doubles, and it will at the end tell you how many darts you threw at each double. And number 3, some bloke who was he had like 3, 4, 5 on a few of them. He had a couple of only one dart it took to hit some doubles, and on 3 it took him 27 darts. It was crazy, and people always moan about 3s. I don't really mind 3s, but yesterday I threw 3s. I was awful. Shame. It is tough. It is tough. Numero tres. Spanish. Okay, this is an educational channel. So even though I missed, you must see that my body is moving less. Is it moving less? Maybe I'm lying. Maybe it's all wrong. Maybe I'm moving crazy, but I do feel I'm moving less. And I looked at yesterday's video, and that's another part really of it is, yes, it's great to get advice from loads of people who know so much more than me about this game. This beautiful, pure game that we play. But at the end of the day, I don't even know what I was talking about. I actually forgot what I was talking about. Oh well. There it is. 4 is the one I struggle with. 4 is a difficult number for me. Yeah, sorry, I know what I'm saying now. You should film yourself. If you think about doing it, and you've seen this, and you think, oh wow, this is quite fun, makes me accountable, makes me want to be here, makes me want to train, you should 100% do it. And not for any of those other reasons, but even just for one reason only. If you don't want to put it up anywhere, film yourself throwing and just watch it. Because it's helped me immeasurably know the errors I'm making, because people are saying, oh, you're doing this, that, and that. And then I'm looking at my video and they're like, oh yeah, I am. Like the shoulder thing. Wouldn't have even picked up on it, I don't think. My shoulder was doing so much work before, and it is getting better. So just for that reason, I really would recommend it. Oh, I tell you what, he's not bad, is he, today? These checkout percentages are really on the move today. But if anyone followed me on Instagram, where I put up my sessions, my non-video sessions, on the Dart Counter app, I'll put up, like, if I have a match, I'll just put up the score with obviously my averages, my checkouts. If I play any of the games with my checkouts and all my scores, I'll put that up. And my averages, or if I play just 10 sets of 3 darts and your average, I'll put that up. And yesterday I did some doubles, and my average was 6%. So that was a rough old session. So I'm pleased to get a little bit of an improvement here. Is that in? It is in. Golly. Yeah, this is not bad, is it? We've just got the flow going now. Wrong one. Oh, unlucky, my old son. Me old China. Right, I have a couple more throws. I'll let you be. You've been wonderful today. You've been wonderful people. I'm going to do one more because I really felt good about that 7. And then I threw those darts. Okay. All right. That's not all right. There it is. That's what I need to get going. Well, my celebrations. That's like a Jackie Chan. We'll have to work on that or not. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Godspeed.